Making the way now out onto the starting chute, the same starting point as for our first race. 2 miles 5 ahead of them, though, for this race over the hurdles. 10 flights to take. They're walking forward now. And they're off. And they race for the 2010 Neptune Investment Management Novices Hurdle and Sleepy Hollow on the inside with the Noxers. Peddler's Cross also prominent with rites of passage, and towards the outside Consulate as they got over the first flight of hurdles. But it's the light blue of Sleepy Hollow who now is taken on by the beige of the Noxers. They race on towards flight number 2. Consulate in the red towards the outside. Rite of Passage is racing in 4th, followed by the grey Quel Esprit in 5th, and the early pace looks very generous indeed. As they cross, and Quel Esprit is down. Quel Esprit has fallen and has very badly hampered Many Rivers to Cross. A miracle recovery by Robert Thornton. Ruby Walsh is up on his feet okay, and the horse Quel Esprit is up, but that was a miracle recovery by Thornton from Many Rivers to Cross, who was almost stopped in his tracks there at flight number 2. Early drama in this Neptune Investment Management Novices Hurdle, and they've only covered less than half a mile. They make the run down the hill, and Sleepy Hollow has the lead, and it's a very tightly grouped field as they race now on towards the home straight for the first occasion. The Noxers is racing in 2nd and Consulate in 3rd. Rite of Passage in the purple between horses. Rev de Savola, Peddler's Cross, and towards the outside Quartano is next. Finian's Rainbow, then towards the inside the Giant Bolster has got a white blaze, racing at the moment just alongside Summit Meeting as they cross over flight number 3. They're all safely over with last but one some present, and after that recovery at flight number 2, Many Rivers to Cross with a mountain to climb is the back marker, but he's still in the race, and he's at the moment racing no more than about 8 lengths off the leader, who is on the inside, Sleepy Hollow, as they come on this long run up the home straight and on towards flight number 4. But it's Dennis O'Regan in the centre on the Noxers, who's now taken the lead once more to Sleepy Hollow racing in 2nd, and Consulate is in 3rd. Then towards the outside, Quartano is in 4th, Rev de Savola, Peddler's Cross, and then spot the yellow cap between horses, Rite of Passage. These are then being followed by Gus McRae, and then on the outside is Giseo, followed by Bailey Rock. On the inside, Summit Meeting as they cross over the flight in front of the stands. Shaken along on the inside, the Giant Bolster as they race out now with a circuit to go in the Neptune Investment Management Novices Hurdle, and it's Sleepy Hollow and the Noxers, these two mixing it up on the sharp end. Quartano around the outside has taken a close 3rd. Consulate is in 4th. Rev de Savola is racing in 5th. Rite of Passage has had a perfect trip to halfway, racing now in a share of 6, just been overtaken by Peddler's Cross towards his inside. Gus McRae and Finian's Rainbow either side now of Rite of Passage, who just lost a place as they made the run up the hill. Then towards the outside is Giseo next in their field, followed then towards the inside by Summit Meeting. The green colours of Bailey Rock a little bit wide out on the track as they cross over the first flight down the back straight. Landing a little flat-footed there was Hollow Ladies, who's now dropped back to the tail but is unhurried. Hustled along though towards the inside, the Giant Bolster is not travelling well. Some present in the orange is deep out on the track and also in the rear division. Racing on now towards the 2nd of the flights, taken down the back straight. Still, the first to last split is no more than about 7 or 8 lengths as the Noxers and Sleepy Hollow still mixing it up. As they go over that flight, Sleepy Hollow a narrow lead. Rev de Savola was the one who flattened the flight of hurdles but lost absolutely no momentum whatsoever. Push comes to shove on the outside on Quartano now, and this is a stacking, packing field in behind the leader, Sleepy Hollow, who runs the rail. Beige on the outside, the Noxers in 2nd. Rev de Savola, Peddler's Cross hugging the inside rail and going well for Jason Maguire as they take the flight right at the top of the hill. They're all safely over. A mistake at the back of the field by Hollow Ladies, who is now getting outpaced. Rite of Passage as they get to the top of the hill is racing in about 8th position. He's in behind a wall of horses but travelling well enough. He's just in behind. Finian's Rainbow is making ground, and he just had to angle to try and get a little bit of ground now on Rite of Passage as Sleepy Hollow is getting away as they make the run down the hill. They've got 5 furlongs to go and 3 more flights of hurdles to take, and Sleepy Hollow is going for glory. On the inside now is Peddler's Cross, Rev de Savola, then the white colours, that is Finian's Rainbow, who is still there. On the outside, Giseo, very wide now is Rite of Passage as they got over the 3rd from home, and Sleepy Hollow is trying to hang tough towards the inside, but the cavalry are coming in behind. Here is Rev de Savola, poised to pounce Finian's Rainbow, and he's outside between horses. Also there, Peddler's Cross, Rite of Passage on the outside. Giseo
his neck and running out Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow ran out at a second from home when taken on by Right of Passage round the outside. On the inside, that is Rev de Savola. Rev de Savola has a slender lead, moves on by 3 parts of a length. Right of Passage is now driven to the outside in second. Peddler's Cross is in third. Finian's Rainbow, and then towards the inside, Summit Meeting is staying on. Many Rivers to Cross, and then the Giant Bolster as they come down towards the final flight. Peddler's Cross and Red de Savola, the leading two. Right of Passage back in third. It is Jason Maguire and Peddler's Cross who is out in front, drifting to the near side rail. He's out in front by a length and a half. Peddler's Cross remains unbeaten and wins the Neptune investment to Rev de Savola in second. In third, Right of Passage, and in fourth, Summit Meeting.
Donald McCain's third Cheltenham Festival winner and his most important to date. Peddler's Cross crowns a fine season for the Cholmondeley trainer, and Jason Maguire's assessment that he might be the best he's ever ridden was spot on. He wasn't always fluent at his hurdles, but he had plenty of pace where it mattered late off what wasn't a frenetic gallop. Tremendous performance from a horse that remains unbeaten. Peddler's Cross it is that has won the Neptune Investment Management Novices hurdle. What a trainer Donald McCain is.